Well, it's spring. It's been a while since I did an update, so I thought I would do one today. If you last remembered, I was actually trying to breed some rabbits this last winter, and that didn't actually work out well. The rabbits didn't cooperate, and they never took. So they basically just spent the winter eating and getting fat. But about a month ago or so, this guy right here was bred to this guy right here, and she's a Mini-Rex, and I read that she took pretty easily. She didn't fight it or anything. I read Mini-Rexes usually give 6 to 7 kids if you're lucky, and she actually had 9. It's her first litter. She has them back there. She's doing real well, hasn't lost any of them. I've read that rabbits would usually lose their first litter as well, and she hasn't had any trouble whatsoever. So I'll show you that in a second here. The buck here, he's been doing fine, not putting on any weight, just staying the same. Still a real easygoing bunny. Middle of the day here, so they're all just kind of enjoying the weather. And this girl here, Millie, is 1 week ago I bred her. Is actually the day the litter arrived for the seal down there. She was bred, so startled her. So about 3 weeks she should be having a litter as well. I'm hoping we get a nice big litter from her as well. So I guess we'll take a look at the bunnies. One thing that I have noticed about this rabbit is she is a little bit temperamental now. She's actually scratched me once and bit me once as well. I tried giving her some sunflower seeds to distract her while I check on her bunnies. Well, the thought of putting, or just the act of putting the bowl across, she ran out and bit me on the arm. She didn't like that, so I found that whatever I do in the cage here, it's always best to keep one hand on her, because messing with the bunnies the other day, she scratched me as well. So yep, she is back here already. She pretty much immediately comes back here whenever I'm messing with them. She's a really good mom. She checks on them constantly. So, without any further ado, let's make sure I keep her, let her know I mean no harm, because she does get a little protective here. Maybe we can find some kits in here. Usually I pet her at the same time here. There they are. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, she doesn't. There, get a couple look at them. They're about 5 days old. Got 9 of them in here. I think 4 broken. 2 blacks. There's a black one. A lilac. She's getting a little protective here. It's all right. Which is gray. There, and this here is. And that's a black one. There's a broken one. Alright, here we go. This is the blue one. We got 1 blue one in there. So 4 solids. Or would it be 5 solids? Oh yes, we got 5 brokens, 4 solids. A little windy, I don't want to lose all our fur here, so I'm blowing out of here. But yeah, she did real well. Pulled a ton of fur, filled the box right up. So I check them about once a day and just make sure they're doing okay. And with that, okay, one other thing I wanted to talk about here is this. I've actually been just beginning to expand my hutch here. I've built a second row. It's going to go right underneath, obviously in the space there. And I'll show it to you in a minute here. I've been constructing it for probably the last month. Hopefully it just fits right under there. I don't want to disturb the new bunnies, so I'm probably going to wait another couple weeks before I actually put it in. But it'd also be room for them to grow out when I wean them from her. And, you know, possibly move the buck down to the bottom and get another doe for next year. We'll see. This time I've actually got 4 cages instead of 3, and I'll show you. Alright, here it is. This is the second level. You'll see I have 4 holes instead of 3. This is 7 feet long. I believe those are all 20 by 24. Then with the additional box on the back, they're another 24 by 10, I believe, in the back. So you get plenty of room for these Mini-Rex rabbits. One thing nice about doing it this way is that before I basically built them right out there in the cage, and well, it was in the shed, and that took a lot of work to get things right, and I had to take a lot of shortcuts. But with this, I didn't have to do that because I can pretty much build it out any ways I want. And one thing that I did quite a bit different is with these hutches in the back here. They each got a hinge, and instead of those wing nuts that I used back there, because in the wintertime I dropped them and had to buy replacements, and just don't work real well. Nobody wants to be taking off wing nuts. So I put on a hinge here, and these are constructed a lot better, and you just open up like that, drop down, so I can put straw or whatever in there. Probably will just close these up in the summer and only use them in the winter, but they definitely turned out really nice, and I like the way they look and work. Hopefully this thing just drops right in there. I went and purchased some corrugated vinyl panel, or PVC paneling. I'm going to cut up, and that's going to actually sit on top of the pen here, for the so the manure can drop down below. I actually built all these cages as well. Before I purchased the other ones, but this time I went and got the wire myself and just put them together. I don't know if I would do that again. You save money on wire, but if you don't have the tools, you have to go buy tools. I had to buy a pretty nice wire cutter, among the pliers to put the clips on, and overall it was, I think if I would have just had them build it locally, I saved maybe $20, and they would have done a lot better job than I did. But so certainly it was an experience, and I did get to customize it to exact specifications. So I guess it turned out okay, but I probably won't do it again. So yeah, we definitely will put another video up to show the new bunnies as they get older, and when I get this installed. I'm looking forward to doing it. Okay, that's my update.